Alright guys, what's up? So today I'm going to go over my new two-way radio. This is the Talkpod A36 Plus. So full disclosure, this was sent to me from the people at Talkpod, but I'm under no obligation to give any type of a positive review. So everything you're going to hear is my opinion and my opinion only. So let me quickly tell you a little bit about what it's for, and then we'll give you some tech specs, and then we'll give you kind of my thoughts of it. So looking at the box, this will give you the best description. So it is a VHF, UHF, FM, AM, airband, multi-band receiver designed for general mobile radio service. So yes, this is mainly designed as a GMRS radio. As an example, it will also do FRS. Most people are familiar with these type of radios. Your like walkie-talkies you get from Walmart. This one's a Cobra, this is a Midland. I know Motorola used to make some. So the big difference there is FRS, or Family Radio Service. These are half watt with non-removable antennas. GMRS, you're able to step it up a little bit. This will go half watt, 2 watt, or 5 watt. And they have removable antennas. So you're going to get a little better reception. They do share some of the frequencies. Let me do a real quick unboxing. We're not going to go super technical. Antenna bag, radio bag, battery bag. I'm showing you those because obviously I already have it assembled. You do get the booklet that tells you like what the functions and stuff are. This is Chirp compatible. So what Chirp is, it's a program on your computer. Here's the cable. It's a USB cable. If I get this into focus. USB cable, and then that'll plug into the side of the radio, and then you can use your computer to program all your memories. It's a lot faster and easier if you're going with a lot of channels. If you just use a couple of frequencies, manually type them in, you're fine. But otherwise, with the cable, you can. The computer program's way easier. I haven't used this one. I use the one from my Baofeng, which is it's a direct fit because that one's already plugged into my computer. So this one's already been programmed. USB-C cable. Because on the bottom here, you can plug a USB-C cord directly into the battery and charge it. Or this does come with a cradle with to plug into the wall, so then you can just cradle it and dock it. You have a little wrist strap, a belt clip, and this does come with a wall plug-in for your USB-C. Okay, so touching on, since I've got it out, the belt clip. I haven't put it on here because I haven't had need for it. What I really like about this style is it just snaps into place in the groove in the back of the battery right here. As compared to, I'll use for example, the Baofeng. You can see the screws right here near the top of the radio. That's where, grab the other one. So you have to actually screw on the belt clip. So it's kind of a, once it's on kind of a deal. They're a real pain to put in. So I do like that you kind of have where this goes on and off pretty easily. Okay, so going over some of the specs, and then forgive me, I'm going to look down on my notes because I can't remember all this stuff. So this does, like I said, it'll have a maximum of up to 5 watt power output, and you can knock it down to half watt or 2 watt depending on what frequencies you're using, because some of them you have to have lower power than others. You could program up to 512 channels in here. There is an A mode and a B mode, and each one can do 256 channels. I'll turn this on quickly here. It does have a 1.4 inch color screen. And as mentioned before, it'll receive UHF, VHF, FM, and airband. So with the airband, you can listen to like air traffic control, that kind of stuff. And I believe it'll also do the space station. You can pick that up. And then, like I said, FM.
Coordinator this year, Dowell Loggins.
I have to do a sports channel so I don't get hit with copyright if I play music. All right, so this is FCC compliant for receiving on all those bands I just told you about, but it is locked out from receiving on the ham bands. So from my understanding, there's been an import ban on radios that they're locked out of transmitting on the ham bands. Not sure why, that's just what I heard. There is a way to unlock this to do the ham bands. I'm not going to tell you how. It's very easy to find the info online, but so I did unlock mine. I am licensed. I do have my ham license, so I went ahead and unlocked it so that I can unlock the full potential of this radio. And while I'm on that subject, the GMRS, certain frequencies you do need your license from the FCC. It's a fairly easy license to get. It's good for up to 10 years and it covers your whole family. So that makes it great for if you're going to use these on vacation or whatever, you can have multiple ones for your family. All right, and talking about colors, as you can see, I have a green one. It comes in green or black. I chose green because most of my radios are black. I do have one that's an olive green, but I do like this for the fact that it's not obnoxiously bright, but at the same time, if you're out and about, hiking trip, doing whatever, you set it down, you're not going to lose it because it's going to be bright enough. As mentioned before, it has the removable antenna. This one has the standard dual band rubber duck antenna, but it also will accept different antennas such as like these little ones here. I like the small ones for if I'm not doing very far distance. It doesn't get in the way a whole lot. It'll even take the longer ones. So if you want to push your distance a little bit. Okay, another neat feature is on the side here, you got this little flap. And we can see here we got the 2 ports right there. That was, that's where you would plug in your USB cable. But it will also accept, I've got one of these, it's got a microphone and a speaker in it. So you could plug that into it and then have a remote. So if say you're, like if I'm out and about hunting and stuff, I usually keep this in my backpack. You could have this slung over your shoulder, hooked on your backpack strap, and then you got your everything right here, more or less. Not quite hands-free, but almost. All right, so a couple more things about this, like I mentioned before. You do have the FM radio. There's a couple buttons here. That's obviously a push to talk. You have 2 buttons here. These are customizable, as well as one on the top. So I've got the bottom one, which you heard before, is the my FM radio. And if I push and hold it, you got that. My top button, I also have as radio, or if you push and hold it, it's what I switch between low, medium, and high power. And the top button here, the orange one, I have that programmed for the NOAA weather stations.
Increasing to 5 to 10 knots after midnight. Partly cloudy.
That way I've got quick access if I need the weather channels. But I also did program all the other NOAA channels into this, so if I'm just randomly looking for one, I can just manually go to it, or like I said, this one will find the closest one to you. All right, so I guess it comes down to now, so what do I think about this radio? I actually really like it a lot. If you guys are familiar with the Baofeng, this one's the BF F8 Plus, which is the upgrade to the UV5. The UV5 is a super common, if you're into most people that buy a Baofeng, they buy the UV5 because it's fairly cheap. So these two are going to be very similar in fit, form, and function. They're going to do just about the same. You know, this one was purchased as a ham radio, so I didn't have to do any type of unlocking, but otherwise they do pretty much the same thing. Color display versus the non-color display. But what I really like about this, where I feel where they really shined on it, was having the USB charge on this. Because you can, if you're out and about, you know, in the field, whatever, you can plug in your battery bank, you can charge it as needed, or you've got your cradle for when you get home, set it in the cradle. Yeah, with the Baofeng, you're stuck with, you can only put it in the cradle. They don't offer any type of USB charge on this, so that is a downside for me. So overall, I'm pretty happy with it. It's definitely something that's going to get some use for me. Something I didn't touch on. So who would this radio be for? I said it is locked out for the ham bands. So most people aren't going to be, the people that are looking for your walkie-talkie radio, they're not going to worry about the ham band anyway because they're not licensed for it. And you can still receive on them, which is fine. People who are going to use it are going to be more focused on the GMRS side of things, FRS. Check with your local, FCC rules and everything, because some frequencies you may not be able to use versus others. So I'm not telling you what you should or shouldn't do. Just like the fact that I said I unlock this, do that at your own risk. So who's it for? I would say families going on vacation. You're going to Disney or something, or you got one, kids got one. That way they're going off. You're in constant communication. Don't necessarily have to call on the phone or text. Again, that's another one. If you don't have phone signal, hiking, backpacking, camping, hunting. My buddies and I, when we go out hunting and exploring and stuff, we'll bring our radios with us. That way, we can be constant communication. So that's where I think these type of radios are really going to shine. All right, so with that, I'm going to leave a link down in the description box if this is something that you're interested in. It's available on Amazon, black or green. I have seen like a clear, and there might have been another color, but like I said, I'll have a link down below if this is something you're interested in. Leave some comments down below. Tell me what you think. Do you guys, is this something you guys would buy? What type of handheld radios would you use? Do you use that type of thing? Let's have a conversation about it. And as always, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you guys next time.